December 17th, 1903. The Wright brothers take flight at Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. History is made. Or was it? The invention of the airplane is often credited solely to the Wright brothers, but across the world, brilliant minds were in a silent race, each pushing the limits of science and engineering. This is the real story of how humans conquered the skies, and why the question, who really invented the airplane, might not have a simple answer. Long before the Wright brothers, the dream of flight existed for centuries. From ancient myths of Icarus to Leonardo da Vinci's flying machine sketches, humanity has always wanted to take to the skies. By the late 1800s, the dream of a flying machine was no longer fantasy. Scientists and engineers were making real progress, and one of the most important pioneers was Otto Lilienthal, a man who dedicated his life to understanding how air flows over wings. Lilienthal was known as the Glider King. He built and flew more than 2,000 gliders, recording crucial data on how to keep an aircraft stable in the air. But in 1896, tragedy struck. During a test flight, Lilienthal lost control, crashed, and suffered fatal injuries. His last words? Sacrifices must be made. And his sacrifice wasn't in vain. His research would later inspire two bicycle mechanics in Dayton, Ohio, Orville and Wilbur Wright. The Wright brothers weren't the first to attempt flight, but they were the first to master control, the missing piece of the puzzle. Unlike others, the Wrights focused on stability and maneuverability. Their genius wasn't just the ability to take off, but to stay in the air, steer, and land safely. On December 17th, 1903, at Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, history was made. The Wright flyer lifted off the ground and stayed airborne for 12 seconds. It wasn't glamorous, but it was controlled, powered, and sustained. The three key ingredients of true flight. But here's where things get controversial. While the Wrights were making history in America, across the Atlantic, another aviation pioneer was stealing the spotlight. Alberto Santos Dumont. Santos Dumont was a celebrity in Paris. Unlike the Wrights, who kept their experiments private, he flew publicly, making aviation a worldwide spectacle. In 1906, his 14-bice aircraft achieved a major milestone. It flew publicly in front of official witnesses. To many, especially in Europe and Latin America, this was the first true flight. But Santos Dumont wasn't the only one challenging the Wright brothers' claim. Gustav Whitehead, an obscure aviation figure, allegedly flew in 1901, 2 years before the Wright brothers. Some historians argue his flight was real, but without concrete evidence, it remains a subject of intense debate. So, who deserves the title of first in flight? The answer isn't simple. The Wright brothers solved the problem of controlled flight, setting the foundation for modern airplanes. Santos Dumont made aviation popular and accessible, and pioneers like Lilienthal and Whitehead contributed knowledge that shaped aviation forever. In the end, history isn't just about one person or one moment. The invention of the airplane was a collective effort, built on trial, error, and determination. And thanks to these visionaries, we continue to reach for the skies and beyond. So what do you think? Did the Wright brothers truly deserve all the credit? Or do Santos Dumont and Whitehead deserve more recognition? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you love stories that challenge history and uncover hidden truths, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more mind-blowing videos.